But what people don't realize about me is that yes, you're more physically able than I am.
Fact.
Right?
Yeah.
You're more physically able than I am.
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you probably have. I'll admit you probably have more survival skills than Papa.
Yeah.
Right. But what you don't realize is
Have you ever camped? Have you ever camped once?
My one time I did when I was a kid.
Where did you go?
I don't know where it was. Somewhere like in Yosemite or something, but like
Yosemite's
not
beautiful.
in Yosemite. It was like a town
Near it.
near it.
Right.
And then I remember my cousin Andy and I woke up in the tent like at 5:30 in the morning, and we looked out, and my uncle and my dad's tent gone.
What do you mean they packed up already?
Gone. And so now me and Andy, we're like what, 11, 10, 9, 10.
Yeah.
We're scared.
Yeah.
Andy, the bears got them. And around 9 a.m., we're just shivering in this tent. We wouldn't leave.
Scared.
We see my dad's car roll up. They slept in a hotel.
So they made you
they
think.
Go, okay, you have fun? And we're like, where were you? Oh, no, the Holiday Inn. We slept. It was too cold. It was too cold and we were hungry.
That's good. They made you men.
Yeah, no.
They turned you into little men.
And I go, I hate camping.
That was it.
Yeah.
Will you camp with me? I swear to God, you'll love it.
I would camp with you if it was vlogged or if we filmed
We'll
it.
shoot it. It'll be so
Yeah.
fun. You'll love camping.
But I don't want to waste the camping with you. I need it to be filmed.
Have you ever pooped outside?
I poop outside now.
Huh.
Yeah.
You have bathrooms.
What?
Have you ever pooped outside?
I poop outside now. What I pooed, I'll tell you where I pooed last. That's outside my house.
Yeah.
In the back seat of my Prius.
Stop it. In the car you still own?
Not even in a bag. All over the seats. Who's cleaned it? Did you clean it?
No, it's
yeah,
Jenna.
Kalila cleaned it.
Why did you do that?
What do you mean, why? I had to go.
Get out.
No, I love that movie.
You pooped in the car?
I was on, where was I? I was on the 101.
Mm-hmm.
It was trafficy.
Trafficy, you're right.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
A lot of traffic.
Trafficy sounds more fun.
Yeah, it's just trafficy.
It was trafficky.
And I have what I call,
Irritable bowel syndrome.
no, I don't have that, right? I have, I gotta go now syndrome.
It sounds like you.
I gotta go now syndrome.
I think that's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's what I have.
Are your bowels irritable?
No.
Do they get upset easily?
But it comes on sudden, like
That's
like
IBS.
9/11.
That's IBS.
It is.
That's what irritable bowel
Around
syndrome.
9/11, like you woke up. What's going on? Yeah,
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Except your pants are the buildings and shit.
So I'm
is
on the
plane.
101,
Yeah.
and it's traffic, and I'm just listening. What was I listening to? I was listening to something good. always do.
You were listening to you were listening to Pat Benatar.
Yes, and I'm listening to Pat Benatar,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden, I'm gonna shit in the next 12 seconds.
Your body just goes, yo, hey!
Yeah.
It wakes up.
And so I'm now trying to
Get off the
get
101?
off. I get off the 101,
Okay.
but now the hole,
You're dilating.
my brown star, right? There's not a turtle head sticking out, right? Not a turtle head,
No?
but sheer water, acidy water. Yeah,
It's bubbling out.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's about to erupt. Yeah, it's like the Hawaiian Islands before they were the Hawaiian
It's a big
Islands.
it's Mount St. Helens. It's
Right.
it's waiting.
So then I go, oh, I gotta just pull over right now. I pull over right now. I just stick my ass right from the driver's side, right? Sit on it. I pull down my pants, and I just spray
All over the back seat?
into the back seat.
Can you name some people that have ridden in the back seat of your car into the microphone right now? Just name off some people that you've driven
Whitney
around.
Cummings,
Whitney Cummings.
Chris D'Elia.
Chris D'Elia
Everyone's
has been in the back seat of your car.
Sure. And then people are driving by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like looking.
Is anybody honking? Is anyone like? Does anybody
No,
give you
because
the-
I did a clever thing.
Yeah.
And I parked in back of one of those gigantic garbage things.
I don't know.
At a restaurant in the back.
Oh, in the back.
gigantic
Oh, the
bin.
bins.
But there was one on the side of the road.
So what, you were
and there
able
was
to-
a construction thing going on, so there's a gigantic.
You didn't just want to get out of the car and poop right next to one of the bins?
I couldn't even do that.
You couldn't have get it. It was like, no, I can't get out. I'm doing it
101
now.
Yeah, it was an emergency. And then I pooed one time. I had Korean barbecue with my girlfriend. We did it. We did one on 6th Street. I want to say the place's name, but it's popular because it's cheaper and it's all you can eat.
6th Street in Santa Monica?
No, 6th Street in Koreatown.
Oh, Koreatown, downtown.
And as soon as we got out of there, we're driving down Western.
Bubble guts.
I pull over off of one of the streets in Western.
Mm-hmm.
I ran to a man's house. And Kalila's like, what are you doing? And I sprayed on the side of his house.
What do you... What
and
do you?
Kalila's screaming at me, what are you doing?
What do you wipe with?
Nothing.
You get pants up?
Nature's breeze.
The air.
Yeah, nature's breeze.
Pants up, keep it moving.
Yeah.
Damn, Bob.
So I have like those 101. Luckily, I've been in quarantine, and when I have those episodes,
You're right to the bathroom.
I have 3 bathrooms.
I got to tell you something, dude. As your friend
Yeah.
and your therapist,
No, you're not.
mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
You have IBS. Can I compliment you?
Go ahead.
Your fucking Strawberry Kisses nails are looking so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That color it's getting me a little horny. I'm not lying.
Are you being real?
It's a sexy color.
Thank you.
And I usually reserve that for like when I see it on,
Well, Single Bob wants to, because, everyone says that my fingers are like Wolverine hands,
Yes, they are.
right?
Yes, they are.
And I wanted to change that because I'm like dating now.
Can we get a manicure together and then
Yeah.
you get a next one?
Dude,
Every other week. You want to get one?
No.
That's so fun. You want to get one with me?
Yes, I would
No.
love to.
What color you want?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I got these ones recently. I was getting my oil changed. I went and got manicure.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like Bobby.
Do they always have to be Vietnamese?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're just so aggressive.
Well, who else can do it that good? Look at how fucking good that looks.
I know,
Yeah.
but she's like, she doesn't care.
You get a Malaysian in there, they're going to fuck it up.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never done it.
Yeah.
You gotta go. Let's
I'm
all
still
go.
holding on. No way. I'm still holding on to this.
No way, he said.
I'm still holding on to this bullshit uber masculine nonsense. I'm gonna do this till I die. This guys don't get their nails painted. That's me. That's you. It's cool. You look good, but I'm not. I would never.
You could get a manicure without getting your nails painted.
No thanks. What is it for?
It's for your health. Like you get the
Guys are
hangnails
supposed to have shitty hands. A part of being a guy is having a shitty looking, fucked up hand.
Well, the reason why I got it done is because when I was shooting that softball movie, there was an extra background girl.
Good
That was cute.
save.
Thank you.
Good save. Put that in the books as a good save.
Yeah. There was a background woman, right?
Right.
And she was laying on her back, and I thought there was some sort of energy between us that like maybe some flirtations going on.
She didn't have any lyrics, right? She didn't.
She
have
had
any,
no lyrics.
No lyrics.
Yeah. She was background.
Right.
And so she, I kind of went like this, you know what I mean, to wake her up with my fingers. I did some sort of, Korean, warlock stuff. That I do, you know what I mean? Yeah. Whatever, right? And she opened her eyes and she looked at my fingers. She goes, gross.
Ew, fuck her.
She looked at my fingers and went, gross. And at that point, I was just like, I gotta do something about it.
I'm not listening to that bitch.
I did.
She was a background.
Yeah. So the side thing, though, let me just say that this is interesting. So, you know how times you scroll through your, because I was doing some management when it comes to my contact list.
You were deleting old numbers?
Yeah, numbers I didn't understand, you know what I mean? And people that, it says Amy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, who's that?
Who the fuck is Amy? You know what I mean?
Let's call her up. You know what we should do? We should call off all the
Yeah.
numbers in your phone to people that you
Oh,
don't know.
we should do that.
That's actually very fun.
Yeah. But
How
then
do
I
you
went to
know
the
Bobby?
bees, right? And this is a couple years ago. It said Billy Ray Cyrus.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Do you
I still have it.
You do?
Yeah, so then a couple years ago when I saw it, I went to Kalana. I go, Billy Ray Cyrus? Who is that again? I said, that's Miley Cyrus's dad. I go, I've never met him. Why would I have his number?
Why would you?
And then she goes, it's fake. It's probably a guy that you know who's a comic or something, or you met somebody that looks like Billy Ray Cyrus, and then you just put him at Billy Ray Cyrus.
That sounds more right.
That sounds right?
But that being said,
But check this out, what I discovered.
uh-huh.
So there's this girl that I'm hanging out with, right? And she used to work for him.
I just coughed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
She used to work for him.
Yeah.
So I go, oh, well, it's so funny. I told her the story. She goes, what's the number? And as I said the number, she finished off the number. And she goes, that is his number.
Wait, what? How?
Yeah, and so I don't know how the fuck I have Billy Ray Cyrus's number in my fucking phone.
You imagine you guys were on like a flirty, texty DM for like a couple of weeks and you just blacked it out of your mind.
I don't know.
Is
that weird?
Can we call him?
I don't know if I want to.
Well, who cares? Like, what's the difference? You never called him anyway. You never had this person.
Yeah, but if I pick it up and he goes, hello? Billy Ray Cyrus?
It's Bobby Lee
It's Bobby Lee.
from Goo,
From Goo.
the star of Goo.
Yeah, let me think about it.
Please, dude, it'd be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Really?
It would be so fun, Billy Ray Cyrus. I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. You don't even know this song.
No, I don't know anything about
Ride until I
Yeah,
can't.
there's a
no-
whore in it, right?
Yeah,
Okay, good. So anyway,
that was like the biggest song of the year. What, 2 years ago? What was it? How many years? 3?
But let me just say one last thing that happened last night before
Say
he
it.
comes in. I was sitting there. Did you see 2 guys walked up to me handcuffed?
Last night
What?
Yeah,
at the store.
at the store, and they go, "We're doing it."
Wait,
I go,
what?
"What are you doing?" The thing that you and Andrew were gonna do. We were handcuffed. This is day 3,
No
Yeah.
fucking way.
and
What
they
do
were
they-
handcuffed.
Did you just hear what he just said?
I don't quite get it though.
2 people were handcuffed at the Comedy Store together, and remember we joked on the show one time about us being handcuffed together and lasting 30 days. What was it? I don't even
Like
know.
a week.
A week. Yeah.
And they go, day 3, and
And
they
they-
didn't look healthy.
Oh my
No, they didn't.
God.
Like guy's eyes were bloodshot, and he kind of looked deranged. And the other guy that was talking was like, "We're doing it."
So they're handcuffing themselves. For
Yeah,
a
and
week.
I'm like, "Why?" They go, "Because you guys did it." No, we didn't do it.
We did not do it.
Yeah.
We did
Well, we're
not
doing
do
it anyway. I go, "What?"
I did not see those guys.
Yeah, they were there.
That is creepy. Why would they do that? Also, you guys got to keep going and send it into us.
Oh yeah. You got to keep going.
You got to keep going and send it into one of the producers. Send it into Fancy.
You guys
Or
should
Carlos.
do like some more volunteer work or something if you're this influential.
Yeah, what should we do? Some charity shit? We've talked about doing
I
charity
want to do
shit.
charity.
Well, what do we want to do?
Soup kitchen.
What's that one?
It just sounds sad, soup kitchens.
I've done it before. It's not sad.
Isn't there like a pizza kitchen we can work instead?
Well, they do like more than just soup. I think they just call it that.
You know, we did that in the Philippines where we brought boxes to like this village. They had no running water or food or anything. And as soon as we came up, we had like 200 boxes of food. And these kids ran out completely naked. They hadn't taken shower. It was so sad,
Yeah.
right? And it just breaks my heart. That's why I can't do it again.
That's right.
I was like, this is it. This is tearing me apart.
I can't get that sad when I do charity, so I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
I'll do it once and then done.
But also, Matt, serious note. I'm going to put on my serious hat, okay? It's about longevity, too, you know?
Of course.
And there was a lot of opportunities I didn't get. And also, I admit, I was never, like, the kind of, what you got, you know what I mean? I never
Oh.
got, what?
Well,
What do you mean?
well, you were never.
What do you, dude. You,
Well, you were.
you're being so rude right now. It makes me so mad.
You were never
That's
hot.
not even what I'm talking about right now.
You were
dude.
never hot. No.
That's what I'm saying.
No. You didn't get a phone
in
call.
Oh, dude, you make me so. Dude, you haven't made me this mad since the early days, dude.
Good, dude.
Yeah, no, you, dude.
Shut up.
I'm not. Oh, you.
You Porky.
God dang.
God damn.
This is so hot.
Anyway,
Yeah, you never got these opportunities.
But you got some
that's not what I'm
amazing.
saying.
But you had amazing opportunities.
I've done a lot of great things in my
You
career.
have.
But what I'm saying is that, it's just know that you're always going to work. I think the thing in our minds is like, if I don't do it now,
Right.
it's going to disappear. It's
course.
not. Now it comes about in different forms. You might do.
See? See?
Oh, you might do bigger things, right? Or you might, you know what I mean? There'll be a couple of slim years, but trust me, you'll come back, and then you'll back, and that's what life is. Like this, like it.
Are you okay?
No.
Fuck, dude.
It's like this, you know? Yeah.
Okay, the roller coaster.
Back and forth like this.
The roll. This feels racist, even you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what, you know.
That's the inside of your grandfather clock. Cha 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 cha.
I need to drink some water. Hold on.
You need to, you need to get your sleep schedule right because it's healthy for you, dude. To
I know.
get back to square
I
one. Then you get
underestimated
healthy.
it.
physically and mentally, because I think the mental thing is what you're in the gym all the time, but that's not helping this thing.
No, of course.
Just because you're getting staying in shape, it's not going to help your brain.
And a lot of people don't understand. It's like, okay, you get to this point. What is there to be anxious about? Like, you made it, right? But it's like, okay, well, how do you keep making it? It's easy to have like a hot couple of years, but then you go, okay, the anxieties of like, okay, am I ever going to have money to like support a family or anything like that? That's cool. That's taken care of. But it's like, how hard this moment is right now? I go, fuck. Like, what's the next 60 years like?
Well, but who cares? I would say this. I'd say the one thing I would say is, if you're not enjoying it, no matter what you acquire, will never be worth it.
That was the
no matter
part.
what you, no matter what if it's not fun anymore and it's just work for the prospective future of the hope that I'll be settled at some point, you're gonna lose your mind, and you'll get there and you'll be miserable as fuck. You'll have whatever you need and you'll go, fuck, this sucks. I don't even like this.
Yeah, there would definitely be times in doing, 10 to 14 shows a week that I'm like, there was nothing that upset me more than whenever I would go, I don't feel like performing. It's like, dude, you have a theater full of fucking people right now. You would have killed to just have one of these shows like this ever in your lifetime, and you didn't feel like doing it because it just felt like Groundhog Day over and over again. So the best part was like having my friends around to remind me of that and make the entire experience as fun as humanly possible.
How many people do you take on the road?
There's my videographer, my photographer, 2 openers.
Two people, same 2 guys?
Yeah, host and a feature. I keep the same host, and then my features just kind of in and out.
Rotate.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends.
That's
I
nice.
just had Eric Griffin was with me in Atlantic City.
Hosting?
No, featuring.
Let's move him down to host.
Happily.
Yeah,
He will
let's move him to
lose
host.
his
Don't you think he's
fucking
mind,
He loves you
dude.
so much. He loves you so much.
Yeah, he
I
talked
love
about
him.
you last night. I ran into him last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was talking about you and Bobby.
So you know who Guy Torrey is?
Yeah.
So Guy Torrey once told me, he goes, you know why I'm happy? I go, why in my career? He goes, I don't have like the amount of money that some of these other guys have, but every year there's certain milestones and markers that I look for. And it's, am I doing something different than I did last year? Right? Because the whole thing about this business is about surprise and living life experiences. And Matt, maybe you'll spend a year maybe doing a movie. You have some movies coming out, right? Or no? You already shot some?
No, we've got like 6 in development for
That's
next
what
year.
I'm saying. Once those start those then you're going to be in a town for a month and a half doing that and meeting different actors and doing that creatively. You're going to do different things, right? So just as long as every year you're mixing it up and not just constantly touring, because then that would that's like a sad life.
You'll
Yeah,
burn
of
out.
course.
You'll burn out.
You'll just burn out. And we don't want you to
Absolutely.
I
burn
think that
out.
was pretty good advice.
That was really good advice.
That was really good advice. Thank you.
All right, I need to ask this because I know it's not favorable conversation, but I am curious. You have become very successful since we've seen you on this rise. Have you spoiled yourself? Have you done something where you're like, I bought a thing and I did a thing.
Yeah.
Again, I never could do it before.
I bought my mama house was the first thing I did.
Great.
Great
And
at
then-
class act.
And
Class
then
act.
Class act.
I just bought my first house.
You bought her house first?
Yeah.
You're a class
What
act.
city did you buy it at?
Mine or hers?
Hers.
Hers, she's in Georgia, outside of Atlanta.
Book a flight. Okay, good to know.
Just give us the address.
yeah. No. And then you bought one here in LA?
No, I don't live here anymore. I live in Rhode Island.
Wow.
Why?
This city's dead, dude.
There it is.
This city's there's no energy. Drive down Sunset
You heard it
Boulevard
here first.
on a weekend night. There's no traffic.
Why'd you pick
No
Rhode
one's-
Island?
It wasn't even the top 10 places I looked, trust me. There was 3 things on my checklist. I wanted land. I wanted to get what I was actually fucking paying for. And I found this massive place for probably the same price as a 2-bedroom with no yard.
Yeah,
in
2-bedroom, 1 bath.
Yeah.
Out here? Yeah.
Wanted to get what I was paying for in land. Needed to have some kind of a comedy scene. And Providence has a comedy connection out there. It's a great club.
Sure.
Boston's 45 minutes away. Amazing comedy scene. And also convenient for travel. Well, I guess that was a third. And Rhode Island, Providence is like my Burbank airport, and Boston's my LAX. So it really stays about
Wow.
the same. But dude, it's so beautiful. I've never been a morning person, as we just discussed my sleeping problems.
Yeah.
every single day I wake up there, the 7 days I've been there in the past 4 months I've owned it.
Yeah, you don't even live there.
I wake up so happy. It is so fucking beautiful.
Oh, it's wonderful, dude.
Yeah, I'm so happy I did that.
So nothing here, no apartment here, no connection to Los Angeles
No,
anymore.
I couldn't, dude. My business managers explained that I looked into even just getting like a condo here or something. If I own any kind of property here, because I've lived here for 11 years, they'll say that this is still
Correct.
my permanent
Yeah,
residence,
they'll
and
tax you,
that's
yeah.
my vacation home somewhere.
Right.
So I'll still get California taxes. And I was like, nah, fuck that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rhode Island.
Rhode
Did
Island.
you Had you ever visited before?
Nope.
Wow.
No, I just went. I was performing at Mohegan Sun. We did 5 shows out there or something light like that. And
See how he dropped
it's
that?
about an
You
hour
see what he just
away.
did?
And
You see what he just did?
Don't like it.
They made us play the parking lot of Mohegan Sun.
I know.
We did Mohegan Sunset.
Yeah,
we didn't even get the fucking full sun.
Yeah. I remember.
Mohegan Moon.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Dude.
It was an hour away, and we were. Like, I found it on Zillow, and I was like, "Oh, I'll go. I'll peep this real quick." We went and checked it out, and I was like, "Oh, this is like one show at Mohegan Sun. Awesome." So
Wow.
bought it.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
It was awesome, dude.
Wow.
Buying your mama house first was a class act. That's a cool thing to do.
When you told her, how did you tell her?
I told her. I called her. I was like, "Hey," I called her like it was like maybe like a week after the tour sold out, and it was like obviously the first time I knew I was gonna have any money at all. I was like, "Hey, in your fucking face," you know. I told you I was a silly bitch. And then, no, obviously no.
yeah.
I called her very lighthearted. I was like, "Hey, things worked out finally. Now that I have some money, I want to take care of you. You know, you still have to work, but like your bills are taken care of."
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I bought her a car the year before when like things were like just kind of starting to take off a little bit.
Oh wait, let's guess the car. Can you guess the
Go
car?
ahead.
Let's guess.
Hers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Tesla.
No.
No. In Georgia?
She would have no idea what to do with the Tesla.
Okay.
He bought her an F350.
would think it's
a
possessed.
lifted truck, an F350 lifted truck with hydraulic jacked up.
Truck nuts,
Yeah, truck nuts dangling.
smokestack.
Yeah. Come on, Matt, let's go, dude. What'd you buy her?
She wanted a Hyundai, dude.
Really?
Yeah, no expensive
humble
taste.
pie.
It
That's
was
awesome.
great. She thought it was a nice car. And I was
They
like,
are
yeah.
really good Korean cars.
Koreans are
Yeah,
the
very good.
Is Hyundai
It's got
Korean?
dilithium lifts and
Yeah.
a expression.
Beepa beepa.
Yep.
Yeah, she didn't ask for anything crazy.
Exactly.
Got to the house. She was excited about it. You know, you're the best son ever.
Oh, cried?
Yeah, well, it was the first time I had heard that.
Do you have a sister or brother?
Yeah, I have 4 sisters. Yeah.
Are they biological or half feet?
No, 3 half sisters, 3 stepsisters, 1 half sister.
1 half sister.
Well, we don't know who's biological because this guy's.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Are you,
none of them might be
are you
biological.
closest with the half sister or not?
Closer than the stepsisters,
Yeah,
yes.
for sure.
Yeah, I would say so.
Is one of them an
Blood,
evil
blood,
stepsister?
An evil stepsister?
Yeah, like the fairy tales.
None more than the others, I suppose.
If your stepsister went, hey, man, I'm down on my luck.
I've been using fentanyl. Go ahead.
Yeah, doing the fentanyl, you know, but I'm not shooting it up anymore. You know what I mean? I drop form in my eyeballs. I just drip them in my eyeballs. Anyway, I need about 20 grand because I'm like, I'm dying.
I would say Bobby Lee is single, and he has a lot of llamas. Hit him up.
You would do that?
I would do that for you. I would.
I don't want it.
I would do that for
I
you.
don't want your sister. You fucking drop sister.
You don't want all 3 of them?
No. Are they hot?
Okay.
No.
Turn right around. Yip yapping away.
Yip yapping all day.
Yip yapping away.
Yay.
Yes, I am. Wait, or no, I'm
No, you
not.
are. No, McCone.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
You are.
All right, let's start the show.
And then did you know that Delaney has a prison tattoo on her finger?
Delaney, you went to prison?
She has a prison tattoo on her finger.
Let me see. What does it say?
No, it's a stick and poke.
A stick and poke.
Yeah, so
That's what Bobby
was
calls his sex life. Stick and poke. Because every girl, ow, 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 ow,
No,
ow, ow.
no, it's not stick and poke.
Asian have a sharper penis.
Let's not go into negative. Let's go into positive.
Did something happen though?
I can't. Yeah, no, nothing. Well, I have to go to Winnipeg. I'm thinking bummed about that.
Wait,
One
why?
morning.
For Tom's thing?
One show at Tom. Yeah, Winnipeg.
Do you know where that is on a map?
It's probably.
I'm not making fun of you because I don't know. Good
I
idea.
assume Winnipeg is more East Canada,
I think it's middle.
maybe middle.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I genuinely don't.
Edmonton is middle too.
Edmonton's more left. It's a.
Is it? Okay.
Alberta's Where?
Yeah,
Let's zoom
Winnipeg.
out, Carlos. That's pretty central. Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, that is dead center.
Dead center.
Wow, it's right above Minnesota.
Oh my God, I'm dreading. I gotta fly all that way. How long is it? You think?
4.5, 4.
Oh, okay.
Because you got to go north. You got to go up and over. You know.
Yeah, but it's also like the
3:30. Not bad.
the I hate the border crossing thing.
Yeah,
You got to give them paperwork.
Right.
And one time I was doing a movie, and it was years ago, and I had to wait there for hours in like a little lab room
In the Canadian border.
in security. I can't even speak to it. I'm so tired. Security room, not a lab room. Why am I saying?
Let me tell you something. By the way,
Congratulations.
I've been watching the Worst Roommate show.
Like I said. Wow. Are you being real?
Yeah.
The second season?
I'm cruising through it. I love it so much, but the amount of murder.
Too much.
The woman that filmed her own, that recorded her own death. Wow.
Wow. Wowzy zowzy.
She turned on a recorder and she's like, "What, are you going to beat the shit out of me?" And he did. She asked him and he did. And then they have it on tape.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't see the first season.
Oh, really?
I only saw the second season.
Oh, my God. It's so good.
I was going to go back to the first season. I do that with movies, too.
Do you have roommates, Delaney?
Yeah, I do.
Don't.
How many?
5.
Jesus Christ. You have your own room?
Wait a minute. Do you live at home? Are you talking about your parents?
No.
Wait.
You have your own room?
Because we have a house. Starting junior year, you move off campus.
Ooh, fancy.
I moved off campus. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
How old are you?
21.
You're a senior now?
Yeah.
I get my own electrical slot so I can plug in my iPhone.
Ooh.
You know, and my roommate Samuel, she gets the second one underneath it with her iPod. Ooh.
Delaney, 5 people?
Yeah.
How much is rent with 5? Sneak in there. These guys don't need attention.
Yeah.
It's like 2,000.
For you?
Mm-hmm.
You pay $2,000 to live with
With
5?
4 other people?
Wait.
Where are you living? Palisades?
Are you living in Beverly Hills?
No, New Orleans.
Wait a minute. You don't live in L.A.?
Only, like, my parents are here.
You're from Orange County.
No, I'm from the Palisades.
What are you getting so angry for, man?
I don't know. I don't know. Time out. $2,000 per person. So it's a $10,000 a month house you're renting?
These you can get a nice place for that in New Orleans.
Is that right though? So it's $10,000 a month?
In New Orleans.
So all of you are paying $2,000.
Yeah, probably.
You don't even know what everybody pays.
Well, because I'm not asking, like, my other roommates.
You don't ask each other? That's not a point of...
Some of them I don't know that well.
Oh, so you live in a home with people you might not know.
Yeah,
You're perfect for this TV show.
Yeah, you're too. I don't think so. She's too fancy for me. I'll tell
She's
you.
going to end up in the news 100%.
Yeah,
Remember that girl Delaney we used to work with a couple years ago?
right.
Dude.
Yeah, the weird
They
one.
found her foot in Florida.
Yeah.
They found her head in New Orleans.
Yeah.
They found
Her ankle
in Tucson.
Tucson,
Her ankle was
Arizona.
in
dude.
Tucson. Yeah.
Yeah. They still haven't found her butthole.
No.
Yeah.
What do they do with that?
Yeah.
I think they shot it in his
Dude,
face.
that's a cool killer, though. No, just hear me out. I know. I'm just saying, right? A killer with a necklace with all these little rings. Don't you think?
Little butthole ring.
Yeah. But they're dry. You know what I mean?
What is that?
This?
Is that puka shells?
No, man. You know, when you take Fruit Loops.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cute.
you take Fruit Loops, you put them in the water, then you let it dry in the sun, right? And then it just has this like a rubbery, like
Cool.
anal. You know what I'm feeling? It's like a rubbery anal.
Kind of smells.
Yeah.
Your necklace.
You like calamari?
I love it.
This is calamari.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What is this? An ear necklace?
Yeah, from Vietnam.
Oh,
An
my
American
God.
soldier in South Vietnam possesses the stripped bodies of dead Viet. Oh my God! So he would
Dude.
kill them and then put them on a necklace.
Bro.
That's hardcore.
Cool as hell.
That's cool as hell, Carlos.
Dude, imagine I was in the war. Imagine I was in the war, right? And, you know, I'm looking at you, I go, hey, man, nice necklace.
Thanks.
Look.
Oh, this no. No, these.
Fuck you.
No, these are. Wait a minute.
Fuck you.
No, dude.
Imagine. What if they didn't kill him, right? They just took his ears.
Oh, you had 2. What if I got both of your ears? You come up to me and you're like, hey. You have something of mine?
Wait, I don't really understand. Can you pronounce?
You have something of mine.
You have something. Oh, what is it? I owe you money.
Hello.
Oh, my bad. That's you. Oh,
Hello.
that's hilarious.
Dude, that's insane.
That's insane.
Cut off someone's ear and then wear it is crazy.
That's crazy.
But
shit,
also
dude. Yeah.
Vietnam, craziest war.
Craziest war in the world, dude.
I mean,
Look at
that.
there's so many of them. You know what I mean?
Apparently, it was a trend.
Those are the biggest ears I've ever seen either.
It's like me. I have huge.
Yeah, I have little ears. You know the Vietnam War, though. Yeah. Ho Chi Minh, what a guy.
What a trail.
He makes trails
What a
so
trail.
deep. And you know, but did you know that Ho Chi Minh, a little fun fact.
Give me.
Before he was Ho Chi, that's not a fun fact, it's just a fact. Pretty fun to me. Before he was the guy, right? He went out he was like a baker in France for a year. I'm not kidding you.
No way.
Then he went to New York and then was he worked on film, went to a film company, worked on
Ho
film.
Chi Minh was like an artist.
No, he's just a world traveler. We're just going around the world, probably fucking white chicks and stuff, right?
Yeah,
You know what I
dude.
mean? And he has to do that. Can I say that or no? Okay. And he probably has to do this because he's small.
Tiny man.
And those are her shoulders,
Oh.
right? And did the lunge like that, you know? So anyway, Ho Chi Minh was like a world-renowned,
A worldly man.
a cultural worldly man. And he saw what was going on in his country and he came back.
He was like, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I love making croissant. You know what I mean? I love this film we're doing about, this film, butterfly film, the photographer.
What would have been if he actually became a director instead of going back home?
do you text Robert De Niro or no?
No.
So after you did 2 movies with him,
Yeah.
he played your dad in the family father
About my father, yeah.
About My Father, right? And after the premiere, after all that, you never talked to him again.
There might have been one exchange of a text message, but we didn't have that type of relationship. We did the scene. He sat down at his chair and, I don't know, opened up a Nobu, and I was learning my life.
Wow. So there was never hey, you want to grab a bite after this?
No.
Wow.
No. It wasn't like
Those
that.
guys also are the age gap. They're settled in their ways. They've been doing this for so long. They probably like a system. A lot of those guys, they like it their way. They kind of want to.
Yeah, but I'm doing the pitch today, right? I was they're like, what actors do you think? And I'm lowball, people I can get. How about the guy that's on NCIS or whatever it might be, right? The 8th lead, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, for him to go De Niro is insane.
Yeah, it's wacky.
Did you ask him personally, or you went through agents and stuff?
No, the producer of our film had worked with Robert before, and he reached out to him and said, "Hey, I got a script you might want to like." He read it. We got wind from his team that he really enjoyed it, and he wanted to read it out loud, get it up on its feet around with a bunch of actors. So
Cool.
the studio hired a bunch of actors in New York. We all sat around the tables.
You flew to New York?
Yeah.
No,
for a table read.
No, he
For a table
walked.
read.
He walked in. Yeah.
I know,
Flew to
but
New York.
to fly to a city for a table read, you would do that?
If Robert fucking
Yeah, you're right.
De Niro
You're right.
goes, hey, kid, I need you in the Maldives in an hour and a half on your own dime.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I will fucking rent a private jet,
All right,
Robert De Niro.
What level
Go
would
broke.
you not do it? Let me throw some actors. Carrie Elways from The Princess Bride. He goes,
I
need you in
do
New
love
York.
him.
He's great. I need you in New York, right now.
And I would say,
Or-
my sweet Wesley, I'm on my way.
You would say yes to Carrie Elways.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What's the project?
It's a great movie.
What is it?
It's a movie about.
Do it in a British accent.
Hello. It's a movie about. He's English. Carrie Elways is English.
I thought his name's Carrie.
Yeah.
I thought it was a woman.
You don't know who Carrie Elways is?
No.
Oh yeah.
He's British. You never heard.
He didn't have one in The Princess Bride.
Oh, interesting. So his accent was different in a movie than it is in real life.
I never seen an interview of him, so I don't know.
Right.
All right. So what if Seb called
And asked me to do something for him?
and he goes, "I have a table read in New York tomorrow. Will you fly to New York?"
Yeah, that's not even that's come on. What are we talking about?
That's a no.
No, it's 100% a yes.
I don't know.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
I think who's in it? Okay, I'll fly to New York for you.
God, you'd have to think about it.
No, I would. Fuck yeah, dude. Anything for him. So what are you plugging now? You have a movie coming out, or what is it? A special? What's going on here?
So smooth. No one does it better. Nobody flows
I
better.
look at the numbers and they're fine. So I'm doing something right.
No, I know. I'm saying
I'm not
you're
going to
brilliant.
change.
You shouldn't.
I love you so much.
I love you more than you.
Okay.
How long have you been doing this podcast?
4, 5. How many years? 4 years? 4.5 years?
How many episodes?
4 long years.
4 long years. How many episodes are we on, fans?
223.
223.
Has there been, was there a moment in your podcast where it was like a tipping point where you're like, wow, we're off to the races. We got a beautiful fan base. Or is this something that's a gradual build and kept onboarding people? When did you know you were popular?
Episode 1.
The first one?
No, I would say, I say this was a confluence of, not to give like the backstory of but the truth really was Bobby relapsed and his dad had died. And I was with him dealing with it, filling in for him on his other show with his ex at the time. And so I did a bunch of fill-ins. And then we had a personal situation where I wanted him to get help. And then he was like, when I get out, I think we should start that show that we had joked about starting. And when he got out, was like funnier and healthier and happier than he'd ever been on the heels of tragedy of his father. And we started the show in a little bullshit studio, like a piece of shit, cockroach infested.
Cockroach.
It was fucking gross. And right away we were having so much fun fucking with each other, and then COVID hit. And so it was like
Perfect timing. And then that, anyway.
no, but it was just like the harmony. The first episode was wacky, insane. And when we put it out, people were like, oh yeah, we've been wanting these, because the fans had said we should get together for years.
Okay, so there was.
But also I had this YouTube show called Talking.
Yeah,
It was an interview show, and he was one of the guys. And I always thought that one was my favorite one. The way he just hit we kind of rode the edge together in a weird way. Yeah.
It just back then people started being like, why don't these two idiots get together? Yeah. And over the years we joked about something. And then, to be honest, Kalila, his ex, she was like, why don't you guys do it? And we were like, I don't know. I have no idea.
And truth be known, and I'm going to say something that's not funny and honest, is that, because I know about Simon and Garfunkel and Wham, they all broke up, right? It's egos, right? So for me, it's like he's the captain of the ship. No, stop. I'm being honest right now.
Stop it.
No, I'm not stopping anything. He's the responsible one.
No.
Yes.
Well, responsible, but that's...
And also, I give you a lot of the decision making, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my point being is that
I have to, because you're sleeping.
I know, exactly. But
right.
you know what I mean? But it's like, sometimes I'm awake.
Sometimes.
And even in those times I'm awake, right, I go, let Andrew do this. You know what I mean? And so I think there needs to be, like, my ego, you know what I mean? It's not an ego thing with us. I think that's what's helped. Like, when he did that movie, with the Farrelly Brothers movie, or Farrelly movie, I filled in with him. And the first time in my life, I was like so happy for somebody and going, yeah, I'll take care of our home until you come back. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's the first situation where, like, there's no ego, and I'm just we're happy for each other, and we get along for the most part, I think.
Well, when you and Pete are old friends, right?
Well, yeah. It kind of. I didn't know you guys were that tight. First of all, I didn't know that you fell off the wagon. That's
several times.
Oh,
I only have 2.5 years now.
I've put him in rehab.
What?
3 times.
Yeah.
3 times.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I almost died.
Wow.
Don't.
Just FYI.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
For your information.
For your information.
For FYI.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we've been through kind of the the ringer.
So there's a history there. Yeah, no, Pete and I have known each other for 12 years, and kind of same thing. There was no tragedy or anything like that, but we. I wasn't meant to be funny.
I like it. There was no tragedy.
But yeah, we started our show years ago, and I've just always found it interesting how these things become what they are.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to start it with somebody that you already have, kind of like nobody put you two together and said, you guys, you kind of.
I will say, I think that this is things that from stand up that like this show kind of exemplifies, is like the fans. It's so much fun. The fans send all this is fan art. we interact with them a lot. It just becomes kind of like this family. And whenever we do the live shows, he kind of reiterates that it's like, it really feels like a family. It's fucking weird. I feel like we all know each other. It feels like it's...
No, I've seen the videos. Like, you guys are out there.
It's
you're in
wild.
the crowd. You're interacting. These
I
people,
think that helps the rhythm of it a little
And
bit.
you also meet them before the shows. We do like a meet and greet and stuff like that. And it's like it's shocking to see the age range and
We have people bring their like 13-year-old sons to the show.
The walk of life, are different. Like some people are affluent, some people are more like us. You know what I mean? Gritty. I mean, it's a great combination of people. It's old ladies.
When we get someone who looks like they would go to your show, meaning someone that's like well dressed.
Like, yes, we got one.
When we get like a well dressed, someone that we know like valets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We always go, holy fuck, a Sebastian fan is here to. That's how we seriously feel.
Let me ask you this. I've been wanting, because lately I've been doing. I'm not headlining these things, but you do these big amphitheater-y kind of shows. I know you're used to that, but like, I did one with Bert and Tom. It was like 15,000 seats. And then I'm going out with Fully Loaded this Thursday. They're pretty big arena. And even when I'm on stage, I don't feel like it's a club. I feel like it's not as fun, really.
Do you like the big?
You like the bigger rooms? Because it seems it's not that fun. You like it?
I mean, if I had a nice small theater, 1,500 seats. I like the Wynn Hotel where I perform in Las Vegas. 1,500 seats, nice, intimate. Is a nice room.
I love that room.
Yeah, comedy club. Yeah, you're there.
Yeah.
Comedy clubs, great. I love comedy clubs. But you get into an arena, it loses some of the intimacy that you would normally see at a smaller place. But it's exciting. There's another feeling that you get when you don't do a theater or in a club. It's like the energy of 15, 20,000 people screaming.
But in your head, for me, sometimes it's like I'm on stage in front of that many people and I'm like, do I belong? You're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't even accept that, like, this is even a real thing. Do you know how big you are is what I'm asking you. That's a weird question probably, but...
if anywhere I feel comfortable is being on stage in front of 3 people or, 20,000 people. To me, that's the one place I feel like I'm comfortable.
Have you ever done a show like that for 3 people? Like a corporate?
Not. I love corporates, by the way.
Yeah.
But I've done those shows at the Comedy Star. To speak to what Bobby was saying, when I first came there, I got like these, 12:30, 1 o'clock spots.
Right.
So that's
terrible
spots.
Yeah.
I did a corporate for five adults.
5 people. Was it planned for 5 or 5 showed up?
Now there was a day, I can't mention the names, but I'll tell you afterwards, but he had a tough day, canceled the party, and decided to keep just the 4 other confidants with him, and I still had to perform. And I couldn't say no because the check cleared, so I was like, okay.
Good money?
Huh?
Pretty good money?
I fucking did it.
Yeah.
Was this at a home or a banquet hall?
It was at a resort.
But
Wow.
in a banquet room?
In a restaurant at the resort that they had. This man owns the resort, which is even more. It's like all his.
Wow.
So he sent everyone home, and I was like, okay. And I grabbed the arm of the girl who was like liaisoning me. Like they gave me like a house, and I was in the house hanging, watching TV, eating a great meal. I was just so excited. I think I called my dad. I was like, I'm having a fucking weekend, man. This is amazing. Then we get in a golf cart. We go to the restaurant, and I grab her elbow like a scene out of a sitcom. I go, what's going on? I was like, how is this? And she goes, change of plans. It was a tough day. I think he just wants to keep it intimate, and it's just going to be the boys. They just ate. They want to drink and laugh, and then they're going to smoke cigars around the fire pit, if that's okay. I was like, well, it's not okay. But it's over. I'm here. Like, what could I have done? And so then, I had to. I mean, it worked out because I just talked to them. I mean, I just was goofing with them. But
You're just basically having a conversation, but you're standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his friend was a fan. It was his birthday, so it was kind of like the other guys had no clue who. The other guys were like, "What the fuck is this? Who is this guy?" It didn't matter. I was just, but that was the most uncomfortable I felt in all my years. And I was.
You did the full time?
I think I probably was up there for 30 or 40. I was just goofing.
I would do 12. At 12, I'm like, hey, guys,
you usually do 12. Yeah. That's not a big shift.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
That's very good.
Come on.
That's good. It's a slam.
I've had people at clubs when I go to clubs sometimes go, Bobby was here a couple years ago. You know, he did 17 minutes.
I'll tell you why. Can I tell you what? Let me defend myself. May I defend myself? If I'm not feeling it, I'm not doing it. Okay.
Yeah, but there's a
Stop. Let me finish, okay? Somebody, and I don't know who, came up with these rules. The feature, MC does this now. Feature does this, right? And this and that. And my thing is like, fuck the rules, all right? If I'm not feeling it and it's not going well, I don't want to make everyone suffer through an abomination.
It's never gonna be
I
an
know, but in
abomination.
my mind it is. So I'm like, you know, at 17 minutes, and that only happened like twice in my life. Right? You know what, guys? You win. I'm out. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. You're headlining and you did 17 minutes?
Yeah.
And what are the people? There's a riot?
No, there's a riot. They just kind of, it's weird. They get up slowly like, is it over? You're right. And then the waitresses freak out because they haven't put the checks down.
Right.
So now, I think one time I went out and go, hey guys, wait for your checks. Just talk amongst yourselves. Fuck you. I'm out. You know what I mean? And that was it. Yeah.
Wow.
It's true. That's
Wow.
unbelievable.
And then the manager comes back there and they go, 17 minutes, huh? I go, yeah.
And that's it.
And they go,
it doesn't matter.
they're going to pay you anyway because no one got the refund. Right? And it's a door deal, so fuck it. Only a couple times that happens, okay?
Couple.
Yeah.
McCone, do yourself a favor right now since you've been so quiet and polite. Why don't you say something nice to our guest because I know you're a fan. So you can go say something nice and that's it.
I mean, it's just
That'll be it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's it.
You give him a little bit. You give him a little bit. You don't want him to run too far.
And we know what you meant by that. We do. And so, wow, that's good. You know what I mean?
I will say.
Can we go to the plug now? Because he isn't out. And I don't,
Oh, okay.
I don't
Okay. We'll make sure you get gone.
Let's get the plug.
Well, don't say it like that.
Or let's do it in an organic way then.
No, listen, I'll do it.
Can I just try?
No, let him do it.
But hey, let's we can edit it so we feed off of my cone. Seb, it's so good to see you, man. What you got coming up?
Well, okay, you can keep that. But then when we're going through the tape, let's see how this works.
Right.
Oh, you want two versions?
Yeah, two versions.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
show them both.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to do my version.
Yeah, go ahead. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead. What the fuck?
So, you know, being on one of the top podcasts in the world, right? I just see it fitting, since you have a podcast listening audience, to let them know that I have a podcast as well. It's called The Pete and Sebastian Show, which we referred to earlier.
Yep.
It's myself and Pete Coriali. Sometimes we do guests. Sometimes we have a fun banter like you guys are doing right now. He's kind of like a beer and peanut guy. I'm a wine and cheese guy. So kind of an odd couple vibe. On top of that, I just got done filming a show called Bookie, which is on Max, season 2.
Season 2
is so if you guys like gambling and comedy, it kind of marries the two. And last but not least, I have a tour that starts in Norfolk, Virginia, July 11th. Which is 94 shows over 8 months. It's called It Ain't Right. And Pete's going with me. Pat McGann's going with me.
Wow.
And we're going to rip through the United States and have a ball. So that's kind of what's going on in my life. But I couldn't be more grateful that you guys asked me to come here and do your show. And it's just a pleasure to see all your success and hard work paying off. One last thing.
class.
One last thing, though. And I had to tell you, something distracted me.
I didn't do the eye thing. I didn't do the eye thing. Okay.
No, something else you did.
Oh, is it me? What the fuck are you doing, dude?
I tell you. What was throwing me off a little bit was the white fingernail polish. I don't know if it's polish or paste or what the hell you got, but I was thrown off many a times with the white fingernails. Is that your new look? What is that? I haven't seen that from you.
Yeah.
Recently.
You haven't seen a lot of things.
Do you get those dark? From where I'm sitting, that looks like a satin finish.
It's gels, right?
No, I'm talking about the others. You getting buffed out?
I got buffed out.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's so funny that you bring it up, Sam, because I learned to do manicures from you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants credit.
So it's very interesting that something that I learned from you, it's like, that commercial, son, you know what I mean? What is this? Marijuana. Where'd you learn it? From you, Dad.
Right.
Right? So I learned this behavior from you, and yet you try to use it against me in a weird way. Don't lean back. Lean back. Sir.
No.
Can you please lean back? It's aggressive, and lean back a little bit. Okay, thank you so much. All right. What's up, dude?
I'm flattered that you started taking care of your hands. How about your feet?
He's going to show you they're polished as well. Wow. They're polished as well, Sebastian.
You asked for it.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, listen. I did might have had some influence on you getting
100%
manicures and pedicures, but for the record, I never had anything other than a clear coat or a buff.
But you can't buy your kid a guitar and be shocked when he becomes a rock star. You showing him the ropes.
True.
The kid's got to. He's got to fly free.
Right.
It gave me
You gave your son a ukulele, and he learned how to play the electric guitar, and
That's
that's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
I thought it was tape at first, almost like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's not that. No. Yeah, it's not that. It's gel. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that is, right? But anyway, dude.
I've never had one.
Yeah, men don't do that.
Okay. I also want to let's just throw this out.
You want to get fucking beat up after the show?
Anyways, thanks for listening. Thank you for being a bad friend. Thank you. Is there a time period that you can teach me about?
Yeah, of course.
Like a war?
Yeah, well, a war, maybe not a war. Okay, well, how about this? You want to stick in the Asian stuff?
Yeah.
The Great Wall of China. How much do you know about the Great Wall of China?
Nothing.
You know nothing about it.
I know it's there.
Why was it erected?
What?
Why was it erected?
Well, obviously, just making an assumption to separate two bodies of lands.
Correct.
Okay.
But what bodies of land?
North and south. I don't know.
East and west.
East and west. I was close.
Don't be
Don't
diminutive.
laugh at me. I was close. It could have been either one.
Right. There's only 4 ways to go.
Yeah. So I made a guess, right? And I said east and west.
So you said north and south. So
that's what I meant.
It was east and west. Why did they want two sides divided?
Maybe there was 2 different kingdoms.
Not called kingdoms. They're called
embassies.
Chinese. Come on.
Okay, they're called dynasties.
Dynasties. That's right.
Am I right?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Separate. So
there's 2 different dynasties. Probably Ming.
Ming and
Ping.
Wing. Ming and Ping. Ming and Wing.
Ping and Pong.
Which is, it's where yin and yang came from.
Yeah.
Ming is white and
all right,
Ping,
so there's 2
Ping is
There's
black.
Ming dynasty and there's another dynasty.
It's Wing.
Wing dynasty.
Ming and Wing.
And so they separated
Which
it
was a
with
joke
the
they used
wall.
to say, look at the East Wing dynasty. Get it? Because it was on the east side of the wall. So Ming and Wing, what happened was these 2 emperors were fighting, right?
If you're making this up right now, it's
Not.
because I really want to learn.
I am giving it to you.
I know, but I feel like you're making it up though.
I'm not.
There's no fucking Wing nothing.
What do you mean, Ming and Wing, the Wing dynasty?
The Ming I've heard of. I've never heard of Wing.
You've never heard of the Wing dynasty?
No.
Fellas, am I lying or what? Ming and Wing dynasty.
Okay.
What happened was, all right, these 2 emperors hated each other. This is the creepiest part. Their sisters were in love.
Oh yeah.
They were in love.
Wait. So the Ming, the emperor?
Bong Ming.
His name is Bong Ming?
No, that's the sister, Bong.
Oh, so the sister was Bong.
Bong Ming.
Yeah, like the Wing sister.
One of the Wing sisters. And I don't remember because there was triplets. There was 3 Wing sisters. But Bong Ming, I do remember her. Bong Ming loved one of the Wing triplets. They caught them making love.
Scissoring.
Well, I don't know what it's called in Chinese, but
Well, they had scissors back
chopsticking.
then.
They were chopsticking. And anyway,
That was crazy that you would say something like that.
they were sticking.
That was insane.
Bong Ming and one of the Wings
All right, so
making love.
Let,
So these 2 emperors.
Let me just stop for a second.
Got it.
So, let me just get this straight. Okay,
You-
all
yeah.
right, straight. So the Wing
Yeah, the
had
Wing
3
dynasty.
sisters.
The emperor had 3 sisters.
Had 3 sisters.
Triplets.
They were triplets.
Correct.
Okay, And the Ming Dynasty had one
girl
named
Bong.
Bong.
Bong Ming.
Bong Ming. Bong Ming, right, was scissoring one of these girls.
She was chopsticking.
I'm chopsticking, my bad.
She was
They were
chopsticking
chopsticking one of these sisters.
the middle child, I think.
You don't know for sure.
I'm not positive because
But they look the same. It could have been either one.
they were triplets.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't look the same
And
because they were
Asians
Asian.
look alike anyway,
No,
so-
it was triplets.
So it could have been anybody.
True.
Right.
So anyway, they were hooking up. These two emperors caught wind of it. And he said, I refuse my sister to go to your palace anymore. And he says, I don't want your sister to come to my palace anymore.
Yeah.
Because Bong is trash.
Wow.
Bong is trash.
Crazy.
He said that, what is that? A couple thousand years ago?
No, let me ask you this, though.
Yeah.
Would they, obviously they didn't get together at like, an Applebee's to talk, right?
You mean how did they communicate?
through pigeons or something?
Well,
So they would open up a letter.
there are no pigeons in China. Instead, there are
Ferrets.
ferrets.
What are they? Doves?
Doves? There's no-
What bird?
Chinese geese.
Oh,
A Chinese
I'm
goose.
sorry. I didn't know.
Come on. So they would send Chinese geese through the air with notes on them
Yeah.
to get to each palace.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It just seems like a long time.
for a Chinese goose,
Yeah, to fly over. It's like it seems like
They fly
'cause I know
180
I've
miles
seen-
an hour.
No, they don't. I've
Yeah,
seen
they do.
geese, and they're pretty. That would probably take 8 years.
have you seen a Chinese goose? Then you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a 55-foot wingspan. They're huge. It's the size of an airplane, basically.
Okay.
Small airplane. So they send it back and forth. They're noting back and forth saying, I don't want my sister to go over here. He said, she don't have to come over here. Piece of shit. I don't want her over here. How about that, bitch? And he goes, oh, you know what? Now I'm going to send my fucking triplets over. So he says, try to get over to my land and see what happens. So Donald Trump, remember how he said, build the wall? That's where that came from.
Okay. So,
Bong Ming's brother was the first one that invented build the wall.
It's really hard to believe
What?
that they would erect that wall. That
Well-
thing took 100 years to fucking put up.
Because initially it just was to block the two dynasties, East and West. But at some point, he got a little cocky and was like, I want
You know
people.
how long China is?
It's huge.
Right.
But he said, I want
So
people to see this
how long
from
does
space.
that fucking wall take
to
build?
Well, this is unbeknownst knowledge to a lot of people.
Yeah.
The first chunk of the wall, the first mile and a half, was popsicle sticks. Was made of popsicle sticks and Elmer's glue. I'm dead serious. They re-erected
That's
it
so
later
dumb.
with stone.
Yeah, no. You don't know anything about it, do you?
Bong? No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know you can see it from space. I don't know one thing
You
about
don't know
it.
anything about it.
I know people take pictures on it and it's wavy.
I know. I've seen Steve-O walk on it. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
Hey, dude, what's up?
Hey, I'm just gonna skate down the wall.
Yeah. But so that was just 5-10 minutes of just bullshit.
No, some of it's true.
None of it is.
I think Bong Ming is real.
Bong Ming, there is no Bong Ming.
Look up Bong Ming, please, and tell me that that's not part of the Ming dynasty. Bong
Yeah.
Ming. Bong Ming. There.
There he is.
Bong Ming.
There he
go to his
is.
Instagram.
There he is. Bong Ming.
There's Bong Ming.
Oh, you're right.
There he is celebrating when they built the wall
Okay.
with some buds. Congrats.
You don't know anything about American history?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Because I'm gonna no, but honestly.
What's going on? You're going to fight Esther Pavitsky?
Yeah, so Jules and Esther
Because YouTube said.
Yeah, because we said it on this show.
Yeah.
Right? That you guys are.
But I think
you're
it's
in the
gonna
same
happen.
weight class, right?
I
How
think.
tall? She's your height, right? How tall are you?
5'5".
You're 5'5", my ass. You're 5'4".
Yeah.
No, you're not 5'5".
No,
I
I'm
am.
5'4" and she's taller than me.
Pete, get the measuring tape out, please. It's in the drawer.
Well, then if she's 5'4", I'm 5'3". No, don't get the measuring tape.
No, I want to see it.
Don't get the measuring tape. 'cause
Pete, get the goddamn measuring
I'm
tape.
5'4".
And we're gonna mark the wall just like we did when we were kids. You know, when you mark the wall. to see if you
I'm
still grow?
5'4".
I think you shrunk. I swear to God, I did.
Really?
Get up against the wall and Pete measure correctly. Okay, flat. Stay flat against the wall. Don't cheat.
Wait.
Don't cheat. What do you say, Pete? 5'4". Push her hair down.
5'5".
Push the hair down
5'5".
because the hair is poof.
It's 5'5".
Shit. Get up there, bub.
I'm 5'4".
Get up there.
Fuck.
Pete. Pete. Pete.
There's a lot riding on this.
Yeah, Pete. Do not. Hey, beanie off.
No.
That's cheating.
No, it's not.
No.
I have a long.
No. Take it off. You have to. That's the only. It's the only way it's fair. It's the only way it's fair. All right, get up against the wall. Take off your flip flops, Bob. Flip flops off. No, look at his feet. He's cheating.
I'm not cheating.
Yes, you are. Flat. Look at your heels are off the ground, Bob. His heels are off the ground, Pete. Pete, his heels are off the ground. You cheated. Your heels are off the ground. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. You cheater. They were off the ground. Were they off the ground?
No, they weren't.
Yes. Yes, they were. She said they were. Were they off the ground? Yes, they were.
They weren't.
Bob?
No.
Bob,
They
clock
weren't.
in. You're
I'm 5'4",
5'3".
man.
Clock in. You're 5'3".
I'm not 5'3". I'm not 5'3". How fucking dare you?
Wait a minute.
I'm not 5'3".
She cannot tell a lie.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Were his heels off the ground?
They were.
They were. You're
Yeah.
5'3".
No, I'm not
They were
5'4".
off the ground. I watched.
Not this much, but this much.
Do you want to prove yourself? Then go measure again. Pete is waiting. Beanie off. Beanie off. Heels on the ground. Pete. Ah, look at the heels. Look at his toes are curling. Shoot his toes.
5'4", right?
5'3" and 3/4.
5'3" and 3/4. So guess what? When you mark it down on the internet, it's 5'3".
5'4".
You can't do quarters.
Yeah.
5'3".
I'm 5'4".
Damn, dude, I can't believe you shrunk. When I met you, I
didn't shrink.
When I met you,
I didn't fucking shrink.
When I met you, you were
Stop saying that. I didn't shrink anything.
You were
I'm a
5'4".
man.
You were 5'4" and a half when
I'm
we
fine.
met. When we first met, you were
No,
5'4" and 3/4.
No
You've
way.
shrunk an
No.
inch since we met.
No, I'm getting older.
I know, 50 in September.
Yeah, I'm getting older.
Bad friends, let me tell you something. It's a new show. It's different today. Bobby's gone because we fired him.
Fired.
And we're looking to fill his spot. So we've got some people that are going to come in and fill his spot. Right now, Trev Wallace, T-Dub, is in the house, in the hot seat. And also, directly across from him, is my main man, Rex Dizzy. This motherfucker is the best. And right next to him is, damn, I always forget your name.
You gave it to me.
Juicy! Juicy's in the motherfucking house. How fun is this, guys? We're filling in Bobby's seat because we don't need him anymore.
Where is he?
I'm a chubby Korean, so fuck it.
Yeah, you fill the mold.
Let's
in
get
fact,
weird.
let's get right into it. So Rec and I worked together on A24 show called Beef that will come out. When is that going to come out? I have no idea.
Next year.
Sometime next year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is this the show that was written for Bobby?
It was.
Oh.
Damn. I think we found the answer right here. The host is across from me.
So Bobby doesn't hate you, but he's not happy that you got the role that he wanted. Because it was supposed to be maybe me and Bobby at one point, and then it became me and Rec.
You know, I approached him about it.
What did you say?
I saw the podcast, and then the next day I was eating at some Korean restaurant, and I was like, yo, I heard you was talking shit. But respectfully, because I know he probably kicked my ass, though.
No, he can't.
He has Ajashi strength. That's like
He's 75 years old. He
has,
is
like,
an
wisdom
old, tiny
strength.
Korean man. He does.
Yeah,
I
but
get
those-
some little old Korean men have good strength.
Yeah, they don't work out, but they're like very powerful. I think it's because of the mandatory military service.
Oh,
or
right.
something.
Right.
He has that.
Yeah, he does.
And like hidden Korean rage. I
I
don't
kind of want to see you guys fight now. Can we set up a fight between Rec and Bobby and see who wins?
Yeah, we'll get on it.
Okay, you want to?
No,
Will
I
you bare
don't.
knuckle him?
I absolutely don't want to.
So honest, you're like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
So Rec filled the shoes that Bobby couldn't, and man, oh man, did you kill it on the show? So it's so good. I don't
had
know
a
if the
good
show
time.
is good, but you did good.
You did. You killed it.
I did very, very good.
And
No,
that was humble.
I'm very
of
humble
Santino
about it.
to say, yeah.
No, I had a super fun time. I hope the show is good. Who knows? You know what I mean? You do stuff and you never. I had a guy. I just said at the coffee shop. This guy was like, "Oh, I saw the trailer that you did for that Mark Wahlberg and Kevin Hart thing," and look, I had a great time. It's not doing well.
Do you feel that's a personal thing on you at all or no?
It was all me.
Okay, that's what I was
Kevin the whole time was like, "Come on, man, this is on you. This film is about you. It's your film."
Right.
And I was like, "Okay." And it's what's funny about Netflix is you can't bomb really. It just goes away.
That one bombed.
Fancy.
Oh,
Fancy.
wow.
Did it bomb?
When the producers are saying it bombed, it really bombed.
No, we talked about it on the show before. I think on
Oh,
Rotten
really?
Tomatoes. I think on Rotten Tomatoes
Oh,
we
no.
showed it. What is
Yeah,
it now? 6.
Yeah, but
6
you're
for-
not doing that to be like, this is where I get my acting wings. You're like, motherfucking Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
It went
Kevin.
down.
You get a couple stills with him and you're good.
Yeah,
Then you're good.
that's true.
Yeah,
I had to
you
pay
got-
for him though.
you
All the
got the
pictures I had
clout.
to post, he made me pay.
And you also did did just to make friends with Kevin.
That was his only reason.
You
why I
got a
did it.
6 on the tomato meter.
Shout out.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
not
it's,
bad.
yeah, it's pretty level.
How many reviews though?
855,000. It says something like that.
Interesting.
There's a couple of critics.
64.
64.
That's not enough.
No.
I think you need to hit 100 before you get a real rating.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, dude, I don't know, and I'm also in. I will know if a box office.
Those are
what
That
is it?
top, that bottom right.
Maybe Kevin Hart's worst movie yet.
Yeah, and that's from Nick at the Daily Beast.
You know, he's a top critic. Did you know that?
And every day he's just a beast. The Daily Beast.
Any
Maybe
bottom
Kevin Hart's
critics?
wor-
You're not going to show any bottom critics on
That's
there?
what I'm saying.
Russell
if you-
Simmons. Look at Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons is on there. Russ Simmons. If you
I
value
used to
your
work
time.
for him. Where's he at?
If you
Oh,
value-
there it
Did
is.
you work for Russell
I
Simmons?
used to work for Russell Simmons, yeah.
Go on.
And then he was the man. He would just bring hot women into the office and then go to his office where they would probably do Hollywood stuff. And then he would just walk out and then she would leave. And he'd be like, put this girl in a sketch because it was a comedy and music vertical at the time.
Ah.
And
What is Hollywood stuff that they would do behind closed
Yeah.
doors?
I think a lot of
like-
rock, paper, scissors, naked, sexually. I don't know. I don't know. But he would just bring lovely women in, probably have a nice general pitch meeting as Hollywood is. You're like, here's my script. And he's like, here's my
Yeah.
cock. And, you know.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Is
That's
what
he did.
goes on in Hollywood? Why am I not getting more roles?
That's why Me Time didn't do well.
Yeah.
Show your cock.
I didn't show
No,
my
I don't know.
cock.
I think he would just oftentimes, he always had like an entourage. He would just, his Instagram was always like yoga posts, like very zen. And then
Yeah.
he'd walk in and be like just yelling and then just have like hot women and just calling me. He'd be like, white bitch. He would say that to me.
You were the white bitch?
He would say white bitch.
You're Russell Simmons' white bitch.
I was, yeah. I worked for him for like 3 years. He never once knew my name. I used to like post on his Instagram. Like I was his guy. Like
when
who
you
would
put out a
post.
special, you should call it White Bitch.
White bitch.
Trevor Wallace, White Bitch.
Damn.
And if you do put out a special, we've all been waiting, by the way, because Trevor Wallace, according to Bobby Lee, is the best comedian that's out right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's not here.
I mean, I used to get up. What's the laughter for, huh? What am I, top 23?
I can see how uncomfortable you're getting.
Oh, of course. I mean,
Trevor's a
because
great
when-
comedian.
This was the same chair that Bobby was praising me on
He
the
was,
show.
yeah.
And you were like, I mean, I guess.
No, I wasn't.
Look, show the footage. Zoom in on Santino.
Roll the clip.
Yeah,
he said, how good is Trevor Wallace? I go, he's great. And then he wanted me to like go down this road with him and being like, oh, Trevor, oh my God. You're like, and I was annoyed with him trying to like pull me down this weird road. I was like, what? He's great. I said, he's great. And he's like, no, he's better than great. I was like, okay, man.
Well, what do you think about me?
I hate you.
That's what I was thinking.
I absolutely love you, dude. I think
Thanks,
I think you're a great comic and also a really cutie patootie. When we did that show together, man, I watched you on stage. Boy, oh boy, do you got a nice structure.
Like in the face or the ass?
Just your bod is cool.
Oh, nice.
You
What
gotta-
angle? Just your bod is cool.
I was behind you on
Hell yeah.
and I saw you sideways too a lot.
Oh, at
when we did
oh yeah, I did the Bad Friends.
we did the show together.
Yeah, I was supposed to be like brought out on stage, and then you're like, no.
No. It's not how it works over here.
Too
baby.
much pale pigment on one screen.
Well, we're mixing it up today because we've got we have two whites in the lead chair. But
Feels good.
It is nice, but we needed a little bit of Asian spice, a little bit of fish
I'm
sauce.
glad I could do that for you.
Rec, you do. Rec, did you any time to speak to Juicy? Did you guys get to meet?
Like after watching this podcast every week, I feel like I know her.
You don't watch it every week, do you?
I do.
God bless. Look
I
at
love
you.
this podcast, man.
You're incredible.
So I saw her, and first thing I said was not nice to meet you, but I love you. And then
Oh, nice.
it just came out.
Something about
It
those
took me
chairs.
aback, and I was like, wait, my bad. I mean, nice to meet you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
How did you respond?
I don't love you though. I mean, I
Oh,
like you
damn.
as-
Playing hard to get, dude.
She said,
I
who
think you're
this?
great.
I said, who dis?
Oh.
No, I did not.
Damn.
To his face.
Damn.
No, I said I love you too.
Okay, nice. So we love each other.
Yeah, I'm all about the love.
You are all about the love.
Yeah, that's what I do before I go on stage. People ask what I think about. I just think about love and try to like expand it.
Are you being serious?
Dead serious.
I like this.
Wow.
We need more love.
Do you like say something in your head?
Sometimes I think about someone like my mom or someone like that's easy for me to like feel like love, and then I just like expand that.
I like that. I think about.
But I should think about my jokes probably.
No. That comes next. That's not that big